Hi everyone, Marianne Cowan here from Pinery Paper Crafts. How is everybody today? It is Tuesday and we are almost at the end of April. Hard to believe. Ooh, it's glary. So welcome, my name is Marianne Cowan. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Ottawa, Canada. And I come live Monday to Friday, usually, at 3 o'clock. I didn't come live yesterday because we were finishing up the floor to the greenhouse. And Norm had been working all weekend on it, so I thought I should stay and help him. So the floor is all done. Hey, Minik and Barb and Phyllis. Nice to see you. Okay, so as I was saying, I come live every weekday at 3 o'clock, Monday to Friday. And I share Stampin' Up! Products and card ideas, sometimes 3D ideas. And today we're going to be doing a little bit of saying goodbye to some retiring items and hello to some new items, new products. So before we do, I just wanted to let you know about my upcoming classes to go. Only the May ones are on my website right now, but I will be having the annual catalog launch party, which is May 15th, all occasions card class, which is May 29th. Those are on my website under events, so you can go there and register. June 12th is the nature lovers class. So for that one, I'm going to be using some of the new tree dies that we have and anything else that's nature inspired. And on June 21st, summer stamp camp. I picked June 21st because that's actually the first day of summer, and seeing as nobody's going anywhere anytime soon, I thought it would be a good day. Then July 25th, Christmas in July, and in between, because that's almost a month, I'm going to be having a special summer retreat for my team members. August 11th will be the new mini catalog launch party, because that's when we'll get our kind of fall catalog. And so we'll have a launch party for that. And then August 25th, Christmas in August. And I know some of my customers like to get a head start on their Christmas cards. So we always do Christmas in July and Christmas in August. So those are some of my upcoming classes. Like I said, only the May ones are on my calendar right now. I was waiting to see the new catalog and what products I wanted to feature in some of my classes. Yeah. So the Christmas in July will feature some of the new Christmas things in the annual catalog, and then the Christmas in August will focus on, we'll use some of the products from the new mini catalog that we'll be launching then. All right, now for the annual catalog launch party, this is one of the cards we're going to be making. We're going to be making 6 cards, 5 using the in colors and this wow card, which I made last week on Facebook Live, and it is cased from another demo. I should put her name on the back. I will do that, but it's not my original design, but it's beautiful, so we're going to be making it. So that is May 15th. Also beginning May 4th to the 31st, there's a joining special where in Canada for $135 Canadian, you get to choose $206 worth of products. That's a lot. This is a really good joining deal. We have a really fun group of ladies, community of ladies, and we'd love you to join us. Because really, what else do you have to do right now? Except stamp and send cards to your friends. Okay, so that's information is on my website. I don't know if I put the new joining offer, but I will. Okay, so we're making 3 cards today. And the first, well, I'll just tell you as I go along. Some of them feature different products. So let's start with this one first. This one features the Hydrangea Hill Designer Series paper that I am so sad is going away. It was really one of my favorites. So this is a really simple but layered up card. Hello Sylvia and Diane. So Highland Heather, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. Gorgeous Grape, 4 by 5 1/4. Hydrangea Hill Designer Series paper, 3 3/4 by 5. So I'm just going down 1/4 inch each time. Die cut using the Stitched So Sweetly dies. So this is the second largest one. And then I've taken the largest one and die cut it in vellum, and it's going to go behind here. All right, and then we have some butterflies die cut from vellum. Okay, so we're just going to adhere the gorgeous grape. And then our piece of designer series paper. Hey, Judith. My greenhouse project is all ready now to build the greenhouse. And when Norm looked through the very large manual yesterday, he said, this is going to take like a whole weekend. I said, but it'll be so fun. I don't think he was thinking that as much as I was. The instructions said it'll take 2 to 3 people, 2 to 3 days. So stay tuned for some updates. So this is the cutout from the middle. I'm gluing it onto the vellum. This is pretty just regular, but I thought the vellum just fancies it up a little bit. So now I'm going to take my dimensionals and I'm going to add dimensionals to the back, making sure not to go right to the edge because I don't want them to show through the vellum. I'm also excited because I managed to snag a vaccine appointment for my husband. I got the email from the city saying vaccines are available, so I got right on and got him one for Saturday. All right. I just realized I did not do a sentiment for this, did I? No. Oh well. Now, I picked this paper, specifically this little section, because I wanted to have one flower right in the middle, because I'm going to add a little bow there. So sometimes I'm strategic when I cut my paper, but not if it's going to wreck a whole piece. But it was right along the edge, so I just made sure I chose the spot that I wanted. Alrighty. So there's our nice linen thread bow. And we're going to use a glue dot. This is a nice generic card. I know, Teresa, Norm was on a wait list too, and then sometimes people said, no, you have to phone them, or they phone. Anyways, go online today. It's the provincial one that you have to go on. All right, so here's our first card using that beautiful Hydrangea Hill paper. Now, the new annual catalog ends next Monday. So if you don't have some of this in your stash, you need to order it before it's gone forever. Okay, so that's the first. Oh no, I wanted to add a butterfly. So I want to add a butterfly. I have that one or that one. I think that one's too big. So let's do this one. That's funny, Teresa. Okay, I'm just going to cut a little bit of edge. And add some Wink of Stella. No card is complete without Wink of Stella. I saw a demonstrator the other day say she adds rubbing alcohol when her Wink of Stella gets low. But I find sometimes, I think I tried that one time, but it didn't have much sparkle left in it. Because there's only so much sparkle in a Wink of Stella. Of the little glittery stuff. All right, probably have it all over my finger. So I want the butterfly kind of flying to the middle of the flower. And I didn't bring over any embellishments. Luckily, the embellishments are carrying over to next year, so that's good. All right, what are we going to add? 12 packs. I could easily go through 12 packs. Oops. So that's the dark purple and the light purple, and we'll add one more down here. All right. Let's see about adding, yeah. Okay. So there's our first card. Hydrangea Hill Designer Series paper will be gone. You could also put glitter on the flower, but I think it looks good the way it is. Okay, the next one is also using the Hydrangea Hill paper, but one of the back pieces, the more subtle one. And I'll show you the one from the new hand-penned paper that has a green stripe like this. So this card, Gorgeous Grape, and I have it going this way. When I first designed it, I was going to wrap the twine around linen thread, but I think I changed the design. So this one, Gorgeous Grape, Highland Heather, and I've embossed it just at this side with I took it out so I'd remember. At least I think I did. No, I didn't. It's the Evergreen embossing folders. They're the little 3-inch ones. I'll probably find them as I'm working through here. So I just embossed it on the right-hand side. Then I'm going to take my piece of Hydrangea Hill, and I want to leave a little border here. And then I have this beautiful scalloped piece from Penned Flowers Dies. No hand in this one, just Penned Flowers Dies. They never have the same title, so it's hard to remember them all. Okay, so let's put this on first because that's the only thing that really matters where it goes. The rest of them we can move around a little bit. Okay, so I'm using white glue so that I can move it a little bit. I want to make sure I can still see the stitching. So there is kind of a fold line you can see right there when you use this die. So that makes it easy to line up. I was going to do the dark purple, but then I thought white would pick up the white in here. All right, next I'm going to put this. And as I said, I want a little border on the side. And I want it even at the top because I can trim the bottom if I need to. I think it was a smidgen too long. I'm just going to trim that with my paper snips. You don't need to do that step, but. Okay, then I'm going to add this to my card base. Yes, Teresa, that would be pretty on the edge. So now I'm centering. And sometimes if you have a little piece like that corner that wasn't holding down, maybe I didn't put glue far enough, just push your paper like that, not too much though, because whatever glue's in here will move on up. Move on up. All right, for this one, it's going to be very simple. This is one of the dies from the new Meadow dies. Can't remember the whole name. So originally I had this one, then I swapped it for this one, then I went back to this one. And it's just going to say welcome, and I'll do a little bow. I wonder, okay, I'm changing my mind. I'm going to put little mini dimensionals on the backs of the flowers, and then I'll add some Wink of Stella. Making sure you can't see through. Because it's white, I think it's fine. So I'll show you, I was going to just put a little bow around this stem, but what I'm going to do instead And I'm going to put it on an angle. You kind of can see through that one. Quiet Meadow. Thanks, Judith. Quiet Meadow. So I'm adding a bit of Wink of Stella, just to the flowers, not the stems. I'm going to put a glue dot right here in front of my face. So I'm going to roll it. And I'm going to put it right here. These are fragile when you cut them out, I want to say, so you have to be careful with them. All right, now I'm going to take my linen thread, and I want my bow to go right about here. Okay, is that going to be good? Yeah. So I'm going to go around twice. You could just stick a bow on the front, but I think this will look pretty. Now, you can see here I definitely do not have enough string on this side, so you just pull it. No, I want it this way. Just give it a little pull. Until you think you have enough. I'm going to try crisscrossing. So I want my bow right on top of the meadow flower, and if it doesn't go exact, now I have too much. You can always move it after. Okay, so I need it right here. This is a very simple card, but I think it'll be pretty. All right, so I do want it over just a smidge. What did I do now? There we go. And when you do stretch it out a little bit, these ones, it makes it a little more taut. All right, so we have that, and now I'm going to pop this up with bigger dimensionals, or these pieces. And I just picked a sentiment that says welcome. This sentiment is from the Welcoming Window stamp set. And on our next card, we're using this one. Hope you have a wonderful Mother's Day. Really, really pretty. Hey, Marty. Okay, so get that out of the way. We did our Wink of Stella. I don't think we need a butterfly, but we will add a couple of pastel pearls. I wonder if it's too big for down here. Let's try. Just put one. All right, we don't need those for the next card. So, welcome. Got our little twine on the back. Actually, it's linen thread. So, a simple card using the Hydrangea Hill opposite. Well, I kind of think the florals are the front and these are the back, but that's not necessarily true. All right, so here's our two using the Hydrangea Hill. And our last one, we're going to use hand-penned paper. I realize these are a bit shiny, but if I don't laminate them, then they get wrecked because these, whoops, will be here for the whole year. So hand-penned, you can see all the beautiful papers. So florals on one side, and then design elements on the other side. So I'm going to be using this green, which is similar to the purple one I just used. And you can see all the colors it coordinates with. It is just beautiful. We're also going to be using Welcoming Window. We're going to be using these flowers, and I'm going to show you how to two-step stamp them. And we used that one already. we're using the Ornate Layer dies, which are still available, not retiring, and the Window Flower Box dies, which are in the current catalog on page 58. So you can just see all the possibilities. I'm going to use this set again tomorrow because there's so much you can do with it. This week I thought I would make a few Mother's Day cards, although really any beautiful floral card you can just put Happy Mother's Day on. So today we're going to be using some of the floral elements. Sometimes it's good to look in the catalog to see how they do it, but I'll just show you how I did it. So to start, I'm just going to show you how to do this stamping. I love the way that they have designed this stamp so that it's easy to add color to your flowers. So I have Highland Heather and Soft Succulent, a little scrap of Whisper White. Oh, thanks, Marty. Thanks, Judith. So you stamp your greenery first. It took me a while to figure this, which one fit with which, because there's two different stamps, two different greeneries and two different flowers. So you just stamp your greenery. I like to use a foam mat when I'm stamping with photopolymer. I don't even know if that's up or down. So we're done with Soft Succulent, and now I decided to add purple. So Highland Heather, flowers. So you have to look at, this is the flower stamp. You have to figure out where it fits on your greenery. So I can see that it's got 3 flowers here, and then 3 flowers here. So I know that's where it's going to go. And I might have to stand up to do this. It just makes it look so pretty. Look at that. Isn't that cool? So instead of having to color these, if they were outlined in green, you have beautiful green and then whatever color you want to do your flowers. All right, so we're going to add one of these to our card. So the card that we are making has a basic white base, card base, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4, Soft Succulent. All right, I have things stuck all over me. Soft Succulent, 4 by 5 1/4, and then the hand penned designer series paper. Okay, so we're not, no, I think I'm gonna try to add some linen thread to the pot, maybe. So I'm gonna just adhere this right to the card base. Then our designer series paper, look at that. Cinnamon Cider is the coordinating color for that. And Pool Party, Soft Succulent. So let's just put this in the middle. Then I have that little sentiment, hope you have a wonderful Mother's Day. I love the font. And then I have one of the Ornate Layer dies cut out, the smallest little scallopy one. So let's go ahead and put this on. Put it right in the middle. And then I did one, that's the other flower that we didn't do. Oh no, that's the one that we did do. Is it? Yeah, that's the one that we did. This is Flirty Flamingo. I don't want to use that, it's too bright. But I do want to use this one. They also have little pots. This set is just so cute. Little pots that you can, I just cut them out, but you can also stamp them and then cut them. What I was thinking of is, might not work. I'm gonna try tying some linen thread and doing a teeny tiny little bow. But the flowers might get in the way, but we'll try. We'll try. Now I do want it in the middle, in the front. These little flowers and pots are so adorable. It also has a stamp of a brick wall, which I'm going to use tomorrow. Okay, I'm just putting it a bit lower down. This is a really tiny bow. Okay, I might need to move it over a little bit. I don't really want to undo it. Let's grab our flowers and see if it's going to work. Yeah, that's good. All right, it's not quite in the middle, but close enough. Close enough. So I haven't put this on yet because I want to make sure. Hey, let's do it this way. All right, let's pop this up. This is how I originally designed it, with the stripes going this way. And then I thought it might look better with this going the long way, but I'm going to keep to my original plan. This is a really fun set. You can do little scenes with it, which, as you know, I love to do. So I'm not going to attach these, actually. I'm just going to put them on separately. And I'm going to actually, I don't want it too high up because I want this to go over top of it. So there's our little pot. Isn't that cute? And then I'm going to put the dimensionals on the back of this, but not too close here because it's hanging over the pot there. So I'm just putting it down so you can't see the pot anymore. All right, now Wink of Stella, and then we need some gems. And I think the ones that'll be pretty with this one, I didn't grab them, but I will. So you actually have a choice. The Genial Gems or the In Color. I think the In Colors are a little too glitzy for this. This is more subtle, so I'm going to opt for these ones. Oh, thanks, Teresa. There is another little pot, and if I had done the flowers maybe more coordinated, I could add it, but I'll save it for tomorrow because we're going to be working with this again. Okay. So let's just add a couple of Genial Gems. Does anyone figure out why they're called Genial Gems? Okay, and add some little ones to the sentiment. I'm going for 4. I don't usually. All right. These back. And we did Wink of Stella. I have extra pots because as soon as I cut them out, I couldn't find them. Yeah, they were in the catalog because I'd opened up the catalog to see what page it was on. All right, so 3 cards today, 2 using Hydrangea Hill Designer Series paper, which is retiring. So you only have 1 week. Actually, you don't. You have 6 days because next Tuesday the new annual catalog launches. So here's our card. Hope you have a wonderful Mother's Day. Beautiful font. Very simple. Then welcome with the meadow dies, and someone posted what they were. Quiet Meadow. Thank you, Judith. Quiet Meadow dies and the Hydrangea Hill paper and the Evergreen folders. They're the little ones. There's 2 in a pack. Then we have our Hydrangea Hill paper again with that beautiful floral. And I've die cut it using the Stitch So Sweetly dies and added the vellum layer. All right. So those are our 3 cards for today. I will be back tomorrow and we will be using more of the window box die and stamp set. And I'll do a couple more Mother's Day cards maybe. Okay, thank you for joining me today. I do appreciate it if you like or share my video. Hey Marty. And if you're watching the replay on YouTube, I invite you to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you'll be notified when I go live. Thanks for joining me today. I hope everyone has a wonderful evening, and we'll see you all again tomorrow. Have a good evening, everyone.